This is my first YouTube video, and this is just my leopard gecko cage setup. I've had leopard geckos in the past, but this one's quite special to me. I was able to go out and go to a breeder and find one I liked a lot and spend as much money as I was wanting to. So I've been doing a lot of research on the internet, and I've done my best to get the heat, everything right. Give him a calcium dish, change his food. I used to feed crickets, now I'm feeding him mealworms. And I even gave him a moist hide. I've done everything. And there's only a couple things I'm worried about. He never really, I've only gotten him it was 4 days ago I got him. And I know I shouldn't worry too much, but he doesn't ever come out of his hide. He's always in there. At night he comes out, and then this right here is so hot. I think at one time it was 100 degrees right here, and I had to move this bulb farther back into the corner. And then I also have a heating pad coming from underneath the tank. I have 1, 2, 3 thermometers. I even had a fourth one in here, and I had set it underneath here to check the temperature, but I don't really know if I have it at, right now it says it's 93 degrees and only 25% humidity. This over here, I think it's about 80 degrees, and then I have his humid box here. And another thing I'm worried about is he doesn't eat. I mean, it's only been 4 days, but I've done everything. I've set the food in front of him. I've even held it in front of his face and let it wiggle, and he wouldn't. He just walks away from it. I've seen him come. I've held him a couple times. I know I should have waited a while, but the first thing he did was he never really. When I opened the box, I was kind of concerned because he didn't have an urge to run away. I don't know if he's just a lazier leopard gecko or not, but he is very used to me now. He doesn't ever run away from me. As soon as he sees me, he lets me pick him up. But I could use some advice here. I mean, at first I had some excavator sand on this half of the cage, but then I realized I was afraid of impaction, so then I replaced it. I put reptile carpet down here, and then this over here is because there's glass still. I didn't have enough reptile carpet to completely cover the cage, but I also put these two pieces of tile right here. This one, it helps the heat. I have reptile carpet and then paper towel in the heat, because the heat was still getting through from under the tank heater really good, so I had to put this paper towel to stop the heat from getting through necessarily, because at one time on this rock it was 97 degrees, and I was reading up, and I've heard that's very hot. That's too hot actually. But he always sits in this side of the cage. His breed is a Extreme Aptor. He's also a giant. I think he's he's almost 3 months old now. And I also want to get another one. I know I've done my research for I actually researched it for a month. But I still worry about him because he isn't very active compared to some of the ones I've had in the past. But I keep his food in there. I know it's probably a little bit too much calcium. And then there's water in there, and then I actually have an extra calcium dish for him. And I'm also wondering about, I have this herptovite. Yeah, it's called herptovite. This stuff, and I wonder if I should mix it in with his calcium. I want your guys' opinion on I'm going to get a female and what I should breed him to. He'll be able to breed, I think it's 5 months. I could be wrong, but I thought about waiting a year to breed him because I have 2 more tanks I could put females in. So this is my first YouTube video. Never done it before. I hope it all works out. If I'm willing to hear any advice that I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If so, please tell me. And if you guys have any information on why he's not eating yet, please leave me a message. Thank you.